stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Shirley, would you call the roll, please?
Kuczynski. Here. Brian Cruz. Here. Spady.
Here.
Walker.
Here.
Ball. Here.
Okay, for the meeting agenda for tonight, we have under Department and Committee Reports, item A, report from Operations Services, B, the sewer report, C is the zoning administrator's report, D, Board of Review is not met, E is the DDA, included are the minutes and director's reports. Item F is the Develop Filer Ad Hoc Committee, which did meet. Those minutes are in your packet. G is the Planning Commission meeting minutes. H, Zoning Board of Appeals, which is not met. I, Building and Grounds Committee did not meet last month. J, Elections Commission is not met. K, the Personnel Committee did not meet. L, Fire Department, you have Jim's report dropped off for you, and under there we have two items to consider. A, approval of 2 new tires for the fire truck from Manistee Tire Service in the amount of $1,686. And item B, approval of the purchase of 2 used tires for the fire truck from Onekama Township Fire Department in the amount of $1,200. M is the
That's 6 tires from Onekama Township. 100.
Okay, so change from purchase of 2 tires to 6 tires in the amount of $1,200. Item M, PEG committee is not met. Under new business, we have item A, which I would like to remove at this point. The approval of a speed study that needs to come from the Road Commission first. So I'd like to have that removed from the agenda. Item B is the, upon supervisor's recommendation, consideration of approval of the appointment of 3 Planning Commission members to serve a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2025. There were 4 applicants for 3 vacancies. Item C, upon supervisor's recommendation, consideration of approval of the appointment of a member with interest in property in the Downtown Development District to the Downtown Development Authority to serve a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2025. There was 1 applicant for the 1 vacancy. Item D is upon supervisor's recommendation, consideration of approval of the appointment of a citizen-at-large member of the Downtown Development Authority to serve a 4-year term ending December 31st of 2025. Again, there was 1 applicant for 1 vacancy. Item E, upon supervisor's recommendation, consideration of approval of the appointment of 1 Develop Filer Ad Hoc Committee member from the Planning Commission to serve a 2-year term ending December 31st, 2022. There was 1 applicant for the 1 vacancy. Item F is upon supervisor's recommendation, consideration of approval of the appointment of 1 Develop Filer Ad Hoc Committee member from the Downtown Development Authority to serve a 2-year term ending December 31st, 2022. Again, 1 applicant and 1 vacancy. Item G is consideration of approval of the presented Downtown Development Authority's engagement agreement from Latitude 44 and owner Tamara Buswinka for a period January 1st, 2022, ending December 31st, 2022, in the amount of $25,000 to be paid in 4 equal payments as specified by contract. Item H is consideration of approval of a request from Linda DeVries to renew her Rec Center rental agreement for a one-year period beginning January 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2022, offering jazzercise, dance, and exercise classes 2 days per week at a cost of $110 per month. Item I is consideration of approval of the presented resolution establishing poverty guidelines for exemption from property tax contributions. Item J is consideration of approval of a resolution of the Charter Township of Filer Board of Trustees pursuant to resolution number 2001-06A and 1954 Public Act 188 as amended, redetermining the total costs of services for the year 2022 and directing the supervisor to extend such costs upon the Horizon Point special assessment roll. Item K is consideration of approval for a quote from Brian Sousa for a general plan and reliability study, which is required by Eagle. Item L is consideration of approval of a resolution dissolving the resolution adopted on February 2nd, 2021, which established that all poverty applications from 2019 and 2020 that had no deviations for the guidelines be granted for 2021, 2022, and 2023 from property tax contributions. Item M is discussion of ARPA funds. And then on the agenda addendum, we've got 3 items to add. Item N is consideration of proposed estimates from Straight Fence for fencing at Filer Township water well houses 2 and 3, totaling $16,660. Item O is consideration of proposed contractual services agreement whereby the County of Manistee agrees to provide the necessary personnel and computer services for tax map and assessment roll maintenance, tax rolls and tax bills under current legal requirements to the Charter Township of Filer for the 2022 calendar year at a cost of $4.22 per parcel. Item P is consideration of proposed contractual services agreement, SET, summer tax collection between Manistee County and the Charter Township of Filer, whereby the County of Manistee agrees to provide the Charter Township of Filer with the necessary personnel, materials, equipment, and technology to prepare the summer tax billing for the state education tax 2022 collection at a cost of $1 per parcel. So, any other additions or changes to the meeting agenda for tonight? If not, we need a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Steggy, second by Brian Cruz to approve the meeting agenda for tonight. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Under the consent agenda for tonight, we have item A, minutes of the special board meeting from November 12th, 2021. Item B is financial reports. Item C is approval of the Township General Fund expenditures, which include the fire department. Those include checks numbered 39085 through 39163. Accounts payable totals $38,479.92. Payroll totals $14,661.89 for a grand total of $53,141.81. Item D is approval of Water Department expenditure checks numbered 2917 through 2925 totaling $22,591.92. Item E is approval of Sewer Department expenditures with checks 1147 and 1148 totaling $581.82. Item F is approval of the monthly ACH payments to the state of Michigan and IRS in the amount of $3,624.58. Item G is appointment of Kathy Gutowski to the Personnel Committee for a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2025. There was one applicant for the one vacancy on the Personnel Committee. Item H is approval of the appointment of Ron Gutowski to the Building and Grounds Committee for a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2025. There were 2 applicants for that and 2 vacancies. Item I is approval for the appointment of Tom Williams to the Building and Grounds Committee for a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2025. Again, 2 applicants for the 2 vacancies. Item J is appointment of Betty Allen to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a 3-year term ending December 31st, 2024. 1 applicant for 1 vacancy. Item K is approval of a budget amendment to transfer $5,000 from fund balance of the general fund to professional services of all other buildings. And item L is approval for Zoning Board of Appeals members and the zoning administrator to attend a free, on-demand, 3-part series webcast sponsored by Michigan Townships Association. And again, if there are no changes to the consent agenda, I would entertain a motion for approval. Dean made a motion. Is there a second? Motion by Dean Cruz, support by Hachinsky to approve the consent agenda for tonight. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Any public comment tonight? Okay, hearing none, then we'll move on to our department and committee reports, and the first one is the Operations Services report, which is in your packet with the usual report included. The only thing I would like to add there is that we do have our new hire as water operator, Jeremy McLeod, working now with Mike till the end of the month. I have met Jeremy. We've spent some time talking. I've talked with Mike quite a bit in regards to Jeremy's qualifications and experience and so forth, and everything that I'm hearing to date and my impression of Jeremy has all been very favorable. So while it took a long time coming, we finally have a person in place, and I think he's going to work out well. He's got a lot of experience, and looking forward to working with him. Item B is the sewer report, which is in your packet. And you can see the pumpage has been pretty consistent with previous months. Zoning Administrator's report is in your packet. Like I said, the Board of Review has not met. Item D, you've got the minutes from the November 4th meeting in your packet, along with Tamara's report. And item F, the Develop Filer Ad Hoc Committee minutes from the November 22nd meeting is in your packet. There's been no Zoning Board of Appeals, nor Building and Grounds Committee meeting, nor Elections Commission personnel either. So that brings us to the Fire Department, and you've got the handouts from Jim. I see you have a new applicant for the department, Jim?
Yes, I do. My son moved back to town. He's gone for about 8 years. He was out of the department before he left. He was up in Connecticut. And he's moved back into town now. So he does have fire, he's certified fire 1 and 2. He also had, at one time, he had a medical license.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Dean Cruz, second by Steggy, to approve adding Andrew Espivik to the fire department roster. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And then we need approval for the purchase of the new tires for the fire truck from Manistee Tire Service in the amount of $1,686.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Brian Cruz. Is that a support, Dean?
Yep.
Support by Dean Cruz for the purchase of 2 new tires in the amount of $1,686 from Manistee Tire. Shirley?
6 tires. How many tires?
No, that's 2.
Two tires, that's for the engine, the front tube of the engine.
Okay.
There's a big hunk out of one side, passenger side, there's a big hunk of rubber missing on the tire. So that's why, the 2 bigger ones for the engine.
Okay, Shirley, you want to call the roll, please?
Brian Cruz.
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
Stady.
Yes.
Kalinowski. Kuczynski.
Yes.
Dean Cruz.
Yes.
All, yes.
Okay, and then we have approval for the purchase of 6 used tires for the fire truck coming from Onekama Township Fire Department in the amount of $1,200.
Let me explain that. When that Township bought a brand new fire truck and they had tires, like a street tire on it, they bought a truck that is like a rough truck, and they put more aggressive tires on it. So these tires only have maybe 100 or 200 pounds. And so they were selling a whole set of 6. We need right now 4 of them for our rescue. And these tires are exactly the same tire that's on our rescue right now. And so we will install 4 new ones on the rescue and 2 for so they're used tires from Mexico, but they're brand new.
And I noticed on the thing that you got from Onekama, it just says tires used as is. It says 1 lot. It does-
6.
Yeah, it doesn't say 6 tires on there anywhere.
Yeah, there's 6 tires we have on the station already.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll make a motion. Purchase those.
Was that a second, Dean?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a motion by Brian Cruz, second by Dean Cruz to approve the purchase of the 6 used tires for the fire truck coming from Onekama Township Fire Department in the amount of $1,200. Any discussion? Shirley, go ahead.
Walker.
Yes.
Kuczynski. Dean Cruz. Yes. All, yes. Stady.
Yes.
Brian Cruz.
Okay, moving into new business, item B, upon supervisor's recommendation, consideration of approval of the appointment of 3 planning commission members to serve a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2025. There were 4 applicants for the 3 vacancies, and those 3 applicants, as you can see in your packet, consist of Jennifer Williams, Karen Kolk, Teresa Manville, and Don Cook. And I would like to make the appointment of Jennifer Williams and Karen Kolk as
We do one at a time.
yeah, okay, so Jennifer first, She's been on the Planning Commission for a number of years, been the chair for a number of years, so certainly lots of experience and has done a good job in that position, so I would like to recommend Jennifer as one of those.
I'll make a motion to approve Jennifer.
Motion by Steggy, second by Dean Cruz to approve the appointment of Jennifer Williams to the Planning Commission for a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2025. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. I would also like to recommend the appointment of Karen Koch. Again, she has a number of years of experience on the Planning Commission, has done a good job there and has served on other countywide committees, so I would recommend Karen. Is there a second to the motion? Okay, motion by Dean Cruz, second by Ball, to approve the appointment of Karen Koch to the Planning Commission for a term ending December 31st of 2025. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. My thoughts on the third position, we're looking at replacing Linda Rogers. And Linda was a representative on the Planning Commission from the segment, industry segment of our community, and we do have a individual that has 40 years of experience in industry in Manistee, and I believe he would be very well qualified to step in and take over for Linda in that position, and that is Don Cook. So my recommendation for that third vacancy is Don Cook. Motion by Brian Cruz, support by Hitchinski to approve the nomination of Don Cook for the third Planning Commission position for a term, 4-year term ending December 31st of 2025. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Item C is upon supervisor's recommendation, consideration of approval of the appointment of a member with interest in property in the Downtown Development District to the Downtown Development Authority to serve a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2025. Again, we had one applicant and one vacancy, and that applicant is Patty Price, and I would recommend Patty for that position.
I'll second.
Motion by Brian Cruz, second by Steggy to approve the recommendation of the appointment of Patty Price to serve a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2025 for the Downtown Development Authority. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Item D is upon supervisor's recommendation, consideration of approval of the appointment of a citizen-at-large member to the Downtown Development Authority to serve a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2025. Again, there was one applicant for the one vacancy, and that is Al Fry, who already sits on the DDA, and I would recommend Al to fill that position.
I'll make a motion to approve Al.
Motion by Steggy, support by Hitchinski to approve the recommendation of Al Fry for the appointment of a citizen-at-large for the Downtown Development Authority for a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2025. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item E is upon supervisor's recommendation, consideration of approval of the appointment of one Develop Filer Ad Hoc Committee member from the Planning Commission to serve a 2-year term ending December 31st, 2022. And there was one applicant for that single vacancy, and that was Jennifer Williams, who has been serving on that committee, and I would recommend that she continue to serve in that capacity.
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Brian Cruz, second by Steggy, to approve the nomination of Jennifer Williams for the Develop Filer Ad Hoc Committee from the Planning Commission to serve a 2-year term ending December 31st of 2022. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item F is upon supervisor's recommendation, consideration of approval of the appointment of one Develop Filer Ad Hoc Committee member from the Downtown Development Authority to serve a 2-year term ending December 31st, 2022. And again, we had one applicant and one vacancy, and that is again a member that has been serving on that committee, and I would recommend that he continue to serve, and that's Matt Johnson.
There were 2 vacancies there
Yeah, Jennifer being one.
on the ad hoc.
Yeah,
This last one, the Develop Filer Ad Hoc Committee, there were 2 vacancies. And it says only 1 vacancy. Only reason
yeah, well,
the letter,
yeah,
my
got,
term was expiring, and I
Gotcha.
did not apply. So that would have left 2.
yeah, and I see what, yeah, where you're coming from, Tom, and the way Tammy put this in the packet was 2 separate appointments for the 2 vacancies,
Each is individual.
each one being an individual, so yes, there were two vacancies, and Jennifer applied, and Matt Johnson applied.
I understand that, but Matt was on it, so Jennifer,
Right,
and so was I. And my term expired.
right.
I should have left another vacancy.
But you didn't reapply, so that's why it didn't hit the agenda. We didn't have an application to vote on.
Okay, I just thought that because there were, should have been 2 applicants, or two vacancies.
We need to re-advertise.
Yeah.
That's what we'll have to do.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
We need to have a motion on that.
Okay, yeah, we need a motion to approve the recommendation of Matt. Motion by Dean Cruz, second by Hachinsky, to approve the recommendation of Matt Johnson to serve a 2-year term ending December 31st, 2022 on the Develop Filer Ad Hoc Committee. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item G is consideration of approval of the presented Downtown Development Authority's engagement agreement from Latitude 44 and owner Tamara Buswinka for a period of January 1st, 2022, ending December 31st, 2022, in the amount of $25,000 to be paid in 4 equal payments as specified by contract. And basically, her contract is pretty much the same. There was nothing really new to it, and the DDA at their meeting this afternoon did approve that contract.
I'll make the motion to approve the contract for the DDA with Tamara Buswinka and the Latitude 44.
Okay, we have a motion by Steggy, second by Dean Cruz, to approve the Downtown Development Authority's engagement agreement from Latitude 44 and owner Tamara Buswinka for a period of January 1st, 2022 to December 31st of 2022 in the amount of $25,000 and to be paid in 4 equal installments. Any discussion? Shirley, go ahead.
Dean Cruz? Yes. Steggy?
Yes.
Brian Cruz? Yes. Walker?
Yes.
Paul? Yes. Hachinsky?
Yeah.
Okay, item H is consideration of approval of a request from Linda DeVries to renew her rec center rental agreement for a one-year period beginning January 1st of 2022, ending December 31st of 2022, offering jazzercise dance / exercise classes 2 days per week at a cost of $110 per month.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Motion by Steggy, second by Dean Cruz to approve the contract agreement with Linda DeVries for rental of the rec center for jazzercise classes for the next year, totaling or at a cost of $110 per month. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Item I is consideration of approval of the presented resolution establishing poverty guidelines for exemption from property tax contributions. And I will make a motion for approval of that resolution. Motion by Walker, second by Hachinsky to approve the presented resolution establishing poverty guidelines for exemption from property tax contributions. Any discussion? Ready? Go ahead, Shirley.
Kuczynski.
Yes.
Brian Cruz.
Yes.
Paul, yes. Dean Cruz.
Yes.
Steggy.
Yes.
Walker.
Yes. Okay, item J is consideration of approval of a resolution of the Charter Township of Filer Board of Trustees pursuant to resolution number 2001-06A and 1954 Public Act 188 as amended, redetermining the total cost of services for the year 2022 and directing the supervisor to extend such costs upon the Horizon Point Special Assessment Roll.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Ball, second by Dean Cruz, to approve the resolution of the board redetermining total cost of services for 2022 and directing the supervisor to extend such costs upon Horizon Point Special Assessment Roll. Any discussion?
Yeah, that resolution states is where the fire department is there.
That's it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that one.
I was wondering if it changed.
You ready, Shirley? Go ahead.
Kuczynski.
Yes.
Dean Cruz. Walker.
Yes.
Brian Cruz. Paul, yes. Steggy.
Yes.
Do we roughly know what that amount is?
Yes.
67.
Yeah. $11,588.67.
67.
Item K is consideration of approval of a quote from Brian Sousa of Wade Trim for a general plan and reliability study as required by Eagle. And you have that in your packet detailing the scope of services as well as the project understanding and the costs. as noted in Brian's letter, we're a little bit late getting this done. Scott Conradson has been pushing this, and it is a requirement by Eagle, so
I will make a motion to approve the proposal from,
and I will second that motion. So we have a motion by Stege, second by Walker, to approve the quote from Brian Sousa of Wade Trim for a general plan and reliability study. Any discussion? Shirley, go ahead.
Dean Cruz? Ball, yes. Steggy?
yes.
Kaczynski? Walker?
Yes.
Brian Cruz?
Yes.
Okay, item L is consideration of approval of a resolution dissolving the resolution which was adopted on February 2nd, 2021, that established that all poverty applications from 2019 and 2020 that had no deviations for the guidelines also be granted for 2021, 2022, and 2023 from property tax contributions. Do you have that resolution in your packet? I don't have it. I remember talking with Molly about it, and I thought she had sent it. Oh, okay. All right.
It says, whereas the Township Board of Trustees was to rescind the resolution adopted to report setback that allow to carry forward the property exemptions under Public Act 253 of 2020, and direct the Township assessor to make the local residents file an application every year to be considered for the property exemption. Now therefore be it hereby resolved that the Township of Guadalupe will not allow the poverty exemption to be carried forward for 2022-23 without protest to the Board of Appeal.
Okay.
I think it was something that happened that, something that came from, I don't know, tax
From,
tribunal or
yeah,
something.
from the Treasury Department, yeah, yeah,
That had to be rescinded, and then this other poverty exemption.
right,
took its place.
okay. Okay, and I will make a motion to approve that resolution dissolving the resolution that was adopted on February 2nd of 2021, establishing that all poverty applications from 2019 and 20 that had no deviations from the guidelines, that they be granted for 2021, 2022, and 2023. Motion by Walker, second by Dean Cruz to approve the resolution dissolving the resolution initially adopted on February 2nd of 2021 regarding poverty applications. Any discussion? Okay, Shirley, go ahead.
Brian Cruz?
Yes.
Walker?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, item M, discussion of ARPA funds. Shirley, do you have some updated information there?
I really don't. Just that we have to
Come up with ways
come
to
up with ways to spend that money.
spend that money.
Because we have to make some report there in April. I guess our report would say, but we just haven't come to any conclusions yet to do that type of study. But
Yeah. Well, and I think with some of the things we have coming up, we may find some uses there. So, okay. Then moving on to item N, consideration of proposed estimates from Straight Fence for fencing at Filer Township water well houses 2 and 3, totaling $16,660. And again, this is something that Eagle is pushing for, part of our vulnerability assessment. We do have well 4 completely fenced off, but we need to do the same with wells 3, 2 and 3, and I believe that's going to include the water tower here as well. We do have Red Apple Road water tower fenced off.
I think Mike said it was going to be both the well and the tower
Yeah.
would be enclosed within that.
Well, tower here, and then the well that's by the rec hall,
Yes.
because the other one, all that, behind Madison, is already been.
That's already fenced in, yes.
Was this the $10,000 one? And
I gotta believe, because this is gonna include fencing in of both the well,
Well 3 is
well house
the
and
10,550.
and the tower.
Well 3.
what's the reasoning for making us do this? Somebody's gonna want to get in there.
Well-
That's the reasoning.
Yeah, so that, you know, people can't get in and mess with our water system. That would create huge issues if that were to happen.
The dig up in the well house, throw something in there.
Yep.
This is clear.
If there's a will, there's gonna be a way, they're gonna get in there. I'm not trying to argue, you know,
Yeah.
I think we should get a couple more estimates.
I think Mike attempted to get more, but never got replies.
You call Perfect Fence, you call Fisher Fence, you call Great Lakes Fence.
He think he did, he called a whole bunch of them. But, you know.
And I don't see that this is gonna be something that's gonna be done until spring. So we got time to get more, to try to get more estimates if we can. Is that a motion, Brian?
That's a motion by me
Okay.
to try to get a couple more estimates. We gotta apples what we need, so we get apples to apples right with the sheets we have. That's my motion.
I'll support his motion.
Okay, motion by Brian Cruz, second by Hachinsky to make another attempt to get additional quotes for the fencing of our wells 2 and 3 and the water tower here. Any other discussion?
I would just note that the price should be $16,600, not $16,660. Two were just added wrong.
Yeah.
So,
Stuff's expensive, but something that costly, I feel we should reach out. It won't be done until spring anyway.
Yeah, those quotes do seem like a lot, but I don't know. It is something we have to get done. So we have a motion on the floor. Any other discussion on that motion? Okay, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. So that's probably going to fall on Jeremy to see if he can
You want me to do it?
get additional quotes. If you'd like to pursue that,
Take it on, I'll,
talk with Mike and Jeremy about it and see if there's any others that they contacted or
who they
didn't contact.
contacted.
Yeah. Okay. All
doesn't
right.
hurt. I mean,
Yeah,
Try.
right.
I guess.
Good, all right, thanks, Brian. Item O is consideration of the proposed contractual services agreement whereby the County of Manistee agrees to provide the necessary personnel and computer services for tax map and assessment roll maintenance, tax rolls and tax bills under current legal requirements to the Charter Township of Filer for the 2022 calendar year at a cost of $4.22 per parcel. You recall how much that's up from last year, Tom?
Let's say 409,
Okay,
not a lot.
yeah. I know last year, it seemed like last year it jumped a little more significantly over the previous year, didn't it?
I'd have to go back and look,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the contractual services agreement with the county, and Dean is going to second that motion. Any discussion? Any further discussion? Okay. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Item P is consideration of the proposed contractual services agreement, SET, summer tax collection between Manistee County and the Charter Township of Filer, whereby the County of Manistee agrees to provide the Charter Township of Filer with the necessary personnel, materials, equipment, and technology to prepare the summer tax billing for the state education tax 2022 collection at a cost of $1 per parcel. And I think that one has remained the same.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Brian Cruz, second by Steggy to approve the proposed contractual services agreement, SET, summer tax collection between the county and the township at a cost of $1 per parcel. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Public comment. Okay. Anything else to come before the board tonight? Dean, do you have anything? Tom, anything? Brian? Tom? Shirley? I just have two things. One, I would like a couple of volunteers from the board to sit in on a Teams meeting, which will take place on December 16th at 10 a.m. It's with MDOT. Gary Nemi from MDOT has contacted me, and they have a project scheduled for major renovation of US 31 from M55 to Stronach Road, scheduled for the 2026 and 2027 years. Well, none of us may be in office then. You know, I think it'd be good for us to sit in on this just to raise any concerns that we might have regarding that project, things that we need to make sure that MDOT is aware of. So that, again, that's a Teams meeting on December 16th at 10 a.m. So if you think that's something you'd like to be involved in, you can speak up now or let me know later.
No, with the Zoom.
Yeah, it's a Zoom, yeah. It's just, I think Microsoft does the Teams thing. So I plan on sitting in on it. I've already talked to Mike Hiller. He and Jeremy plan to sit in on that, but I thought it'd be good to have at least one other board member sitting in on that as well. So if you are so inclined, let me know, and I'll get you the login information for that meeting.
I'll volunteer for that, but that's a road project? From
Yes.
55 to Stronach Road?
Yes, M31, complete reconstruction of US 31 by MDOT.
All the way through town?
All the way from 55 through town out to Stronach Road, and that's a,
Because I'm thinking the bypass now, which is M55, And they did that for the bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'll say that.
Okay, good. Thanks, Tom. And if anyone else decides they want to, let me know and I'll get that information to you. The other thing that I had is I have had discussions with Brian Sousa regarding our well and water main updates, improvement, and said that now, you know, that the water infrastructure bill is in place pretty much. It's time for us to go to work and find what money's available. So he recommended that I meet with him and Wayne Huffman, who is their financial guru with Wade Trim. And again, that's something that it's not scheduled yet, but I said I'd like to get going on that as early as possible after the holidays, so sometime in January. But again, I think it's imperative that we have somebody sitting in on that other than just myself. And to me, it kind of makes sense, clerk and treasurer, if you'd be willing to do so. Okay, good. All right, I will. I'll keep you two posted then. I'll get with Brian and try to get something scheduled after the holidays, mid-January maybe. Okay, that's all I have. So if there's nothing else, I entertain a motion for adjournment. Motion by Brian Cruz, second by older brother Dean, for adjournment. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And we're going to beat the storm.